A new outbreak of fire ants has been detected in the Darling Downs region of Queensland. It follows the release of a report which warns of disastrous consequences if urgent action isn't taken to eradicate the invasive species.
Southeast Queensland's red imported fire ant infestation is arguably Australia's greatest current biosecurity challenge, and it spread beyond the containment boundary again. A community member reported finding multiple nests on a property in Oakley Toowoomba on Tuesday. Genetic testing is underway to work out where they came from.
We're very concerned because Oakey's right at the northern tip of the Murray-Darling Basin. And one of the things we've been saying to government is if fire ants get into that river system, they could very quickly spread throughout Australia.
An Australia-wide outbreak would have significant economic and environmental impacts. Modelling from the Australia Institute shows it would cost the economy $2 billion a year, reduce agricultural output by up to 40% and create 650,000 more medical appointments. A Senate inquiry has made 10 recommendations in a report which calls for additional funding.
The report called for a new authority with greater independence to implement and increase funding capacity and deliver more on-the-ground work, more boots on the ground and eyes in the field. So we need those resources, we need the structure to get them in place. The plan is there, it just needs funding.
More money, and we've been calling for this for some time. The Invasive Species Council is also saying that if we do not do this, it won't be just agriculture that'll hurt, it'll be your backyard. You won't be able to live in your backyard. These things are deadly pests, and I just say to the federal government, the Queensland government's failed in the over $500 million we've given them. Let's put more money in and make sure we get the outcomes, otherwise this country will pay the price.
There are concerns the current approach is too government heavy and needs more industry involvement.
The state and federal and local governments all have a stake in this. Different departments have a stake in it. Is this an agriculture issue? Is it an environment issue? Is it a health issue? So, I think up until now we've had a lot of, if not buck passing, just misunderstanding, or it's been quite easy to sidestep responsibility for this.
The government has spent $690 million trying to contain and eradicate fire ants since they were detected in southeast Queensland in 2001. There is hope the goal of eradicating fire ants by 2032 can be achieved.
I think it's realistic that fire ants can be eradicated by 2032, but we're not going to achieve that based on the current level of funding or the current structure that's in place.
Kaysa Shields, Sky News, Brisbane.